Baby TP. Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Amber Patience, and I'm here to have my morning live with you. My husband's actually making pho, so I'm gonna just prep some ginger and onions for his pho. As you all know, I go live on all of my platforms. Just making sure I can get my comments on Instagram. I had a little bit of technical issue this morning, but I am very grateful. So all I'm gonna do is take this ginger and then cut it lengthwise so it exposes for the broth. I'm having a different little angle right now and see what works. I have this really cool webcam, but it actually is hard for me to focus it. So TikTok, you're seeing me on my phone, so that's pretty easy. And then my webcam, which is super awesome, super amazing, and it does track me. I turned off the tracking so that I can, let me do this halfway, so that I can focus on the cutting board, and then I got a chair. That was my solution. So we're just cutting this ginger. As you all know, there's so many really good healthy reasons to have ginger in the food that you eat, but also just tastes good. So definitely a good component for pho. For those of you who don't know, pho is a Vietnamese soup. My husband's mother is Korean, but she took me to pho for the first time when I was like 15, and she was like, don't use a fork, always use chopsticks, and that's how you learn. And that is how I learned to use chopsticks. I just learned by repetition, and always, like, anytime I've ever had pho, I just use a chopsticks. I am a local realtor. I am a wife and mommy of 5. I'm here in the Washington State area. If you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell real estate, feel free to let me know. Half this way, yeah? The key about onions, which is hard for me to do right now, is put it on the pan. Sounds good. The thing about onions is you're supposed to breathe through your mouth and not your nose, and that's how you eliminate getting all teary-eyed. Let me go to my comments. My apologies. Cart, that is a very long name, said happy to you. Omelins said good afternoon on Instagram. Good afternoon to you. Let's see, nothing on there. TikTokers, thank you so much. I have 52 likes on TikTok. As I am done with this, which I'm going to basically just put these in the oven on this sheet pan that I'll show you for visual. Put it on the sheet pan and put it in the oven for about 10 minutes, and then I'll add it to his broth. But anyway, we love pho. It's a good staple to have in the house. Honestly, going out with family of 7, it's so expensive, and my husband tried to do this recipe so many times, and it just wasn't working out, and then one day he got it, so now we have pho all the time. I'm cutting it with the skin on because honestly I just need it in half. So, and then also it's less aggravating for my senses. Let's see, comments. I have 2 people on Instagram, 2 people on Facebook and or YouTube, and then 2 people on TikTok. So you are allowed to go around the internet and find me. It does feel weird to sit down and chop vegetables. I'm usually standing over the cutting board, but this is the angle we have, and then I will move to my usual setting and get my coffee going. But my husband asked me to do something, and I was like, I'm so late to my life. I want to get this done. There's so many things to do today. So I'm grateful to be a help in the kitchen as well as cook myself. So felt like this was an appropriate thing to do with you all. Let's double check. Thank you for everyone being here. Feel free to tag your location in the comments. I will be sharing some recipes with you all, some easy meal things. My husband's stuff is usually really elaborate. I like easy. Just got a message. I forgot to go on Do Not Disturb. Cool beans. So now that that is done, I'm going to put this in the oven, and then I'm going to change our setting a little bit, okay? And that again is on broil on the oven on high. So I'm going to turn the camera off for just a I guess I can just move you off. You can hang out with me. Oh, TikTok fell. I should have turned the camera off. Okay, how do I do this without spinning you around? I can't. Hold on. Hopefully people didn't run away. Cool beats. Hi everybody. My eyes are watering. I'm gonna clean up and then get my coffee going. I thought I could get away from it with all these open onions. But yeah, I usually like cut onions and I'm like and not talking. So I usually get away from it. So let me fix my tripod. Okay, cool. Nixon said, hi, beautiful, hello to you. That's on TikTok. I have no comments on Facebook or YouTube. AP Sauce 2K said, hi to you. Go here. My son, we have all this recycling and trash he has to take out. Anyway, we're going to clean up. And then I'll get my stuff together. I walked on the treadmill this morning. I took a shower. I got dressed. I spent time with my kids. I obviously just cooked up some, cut up some onions and ginger. But I have my French press here. French press. Put this together. Awesome. Naeen Ansari on TikTok said, hi, how are you? I am blessed. Thank you for asking. How are you? Abdo said, is your man okay with you showing your chest for public? My man loves how I dress. I've been married for 14 years. I also have 5 children. So my chest is part of me, and it's summer, and this is what I do. We go to Hawaii, bathing suits, all the whole nine. So I've been this way for a very long time. Let's see. Naeem said, where are you from? I am from Washington State. I am a realtor, mom, and wife here in Washington State. Thank you for the 7 people that are on TikTok, the 2 people from Facebook, and the 2 people from Instagram. Feel free to put your location in the chat, etc. Okay, and my brain isn't working because my eyes are like adjusting. But those onions are gone for the moment. I have my Cafe Bustelo. Product placement. They don't pay me. Working out and like waking up early and then trying to function is like very difficult for me. So I'm doing about 3 heaping tablespoons of coffee. I have my beautiful babies being very loud in the other room, per usual. Got our hot water here. Thank you for loving me out loud. We're at 194 likes on TikTok. Naheem, thank you for the likes. I'm grateful for you. Feel free to bounce around the internet. I am live on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So I am going to be drinking out of my Sunday cup. I'll show you. It's from another TV show, Stoli Geist Sunday Today show. My mommy got it for me. We did a couple trips to New York, and she watches every day. So I posted our picture on Facebook, and they posted it on the show, and that made her birthday. She was so happy. So we're gonna let that sit for a little bit. I'm always trying to push it down so fast. Does anyone have any questions for me? Anything they want to do? I feel like today was a lot of technical issues, but I do try to make myself available to you all. Talk to you about the home buying process, talk to you about life, talk to you about relationships. And I got a heart me. Is this Abdullah? Thank you so much for the heart me. Thank you for the good evening. I'm grateful for you. Cecile said, are you an anime fan? Yes. But like older school, like I was born in 87, so like 97 is like my genre. So Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, stuff like that. I try to sit and watch some of the stuff with my kids. So I've gotten into like One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen and Naruto and stuff. So like Naruto's a little bit older, so I have younger siblings, so I got into some stuff. So the answer is yes. Am I huge on like facts and stuff? No, but I can have a conversation. I know enough information to like upset my kids by like skewing it. But like no, I know like more than main characters and stuff like that. So the answer is yes. Cecile writes that I'm an older anime fan. That's awesome. Cool. I mean, like Ghost in the Shell, like I can have a conversation, but like if people go,
You set a timer?
Yes, sir. My husband is asking if I set the timer for his ginger and onions I was chopping up earlier. Abdullah said, I think it's Abdullah. Said I love One Piece. Yes, One Piece is awesome. So many episodes. The live action, my kids weren't super fond of, but I mean, it's still storytelling. But yeah, I am. So people will see me in like my Dragon Ball Z shirts and stuff like that. But also besides that, I like comics, so I'm into Marvel, and then obviously DC. People ask me like my favorite superheroes, so people are generally surprised on how much knowledge I know as a female about it. Andre Lamy on TikTok said I followed you. Thank you so much. Andre Lamy, I have 6,000 people on my TikTok and I'm growing and I'm very grateful. If I feel moved to, then I shall follow people back. I did for a while, like trying to grow my page, but it's not sustainable. So feel free to DM me. Feel free to share content. If we vibe, then I will follow you back. I have 77,000 followers on my my Instagram, 40,000 on my Facebook, 6,000 and growing on my TikTok, and 500 on my YouTube. And I'm currently streaming in all of them. Batman is the best. Yes, it is. That was on TikTok. Can you just verify your name? I don't want to call you something that is not your name. Thank you for the likes. I'm grateful. Boutique said, I'm from Algeria. Beautiful. Hello from America to Nigeria. We're at 981 likes. If I can get to 1K, that would be fantastic. And then my next goal would be to get to 5K on TikTok. Let's double check. I'm going to go up in my comments for Instagram to see if I missed anybody, but I think I was good. Amalan's earlier said happy Sunday, good afternoon, happy Sunday to you. Kartik Chanduri said happy to you. Scroll. AP Sauce 2K said hi to you. This is all on Instagram. And then my Instagrammers really weren't speaking a whole lot. And then on the screen, it does show that Cecile Wright is saying, I finally watched Ghost in the Shell last week, the original one. It was just how I thought it would be, awesome and ahead of its time. Yes, a lot of the animes are very futuristic, elaborate, dark, deep. I love storytelling, I love poetry, I love writing. So when you take that medium and put it to the screen, a lot of it can get lost in translation, because as a reader, I feel a certain thing, or I see it, imagine a certain thing, and then someone else takes their interpretation and imposes it on the screen. And so some people get agitated about that, but I think of it as like an art gallery. And so like I'm like, oh, how did you see that, or where did you get that from, or
What was the purpose? Is it money driven? Is it art driven? Was I missing something? So, for example, I read all the Twilight books because people are like, oh, she's so deep. And I'm like, and I'm also basic. I love Twilight. I love vampires. So I read all the Twilight, and then I watched it, and I was like, ugh. But I literally watched that movie like 3 or 4 times a year, like the whole thing, and I love it. I fell in love with the characters. I fell in love with the actors. I fell in love. So, art is art. Yancy said, why are you unhappy? I am very happy. I am very blessed, and I am very grateful for the life that I'm given. Sometimes I experience sadness, so I have depression. So I've had postpartum depression, so after I have had my babies, my hormone levels just tank. I am diagnosed with something called PMDD, which is basically PMS, when a woman's on their cycle. Before it, they have like a lot of emotions. Mine is actually so bad that I just have like really, really dark, deep thoughts. And then also I have seasonal depression, so like it's gloomy here in Washington sometimes, between October and March. My alarm's going off, sorry. Where did you put my pot holder? It's okay. I do not recommend this at home. I don't know where he put the pot holder. Okay, I am back with you. Echo, stop timer. Okay. PMDD. Oh no, seasonal. So between October and March in Washington, it does get kind of overcast and gloomy. So the last couple of years, I'm grateful that we've been able to afford going to Hawaii. So we kind of get a break from the gloom. So I have seasonal depression as well. So to answer your question of why I'm unhappy, usually I lose sight of God. I lose sight of my why. And then when I do lose sight, my mind and my body saying like, yeah, you're not worth it. Like, people have it way harder than you. How dare you be unhappy? People have, like, you're so ungrateful. Like, you're so ungrateful for you being sad right now. Like, you should be happy. And sometimes I can't get myself out of that. So instead of doing what my depression tells me to do, like sit in a room and be dark and sad, I've been pushing myself out a little bit more. So I literally force myself out into the sun. I'm obviously on social media, so I would go for like weeks of like not posting anything, not getting up, not doing my hair, not changing my clothes. Like, I just get really bad. Still taking my kids to school, just crying while doing it. Still going out and doing errands just in a hoodie. So when I decided to just put myself out there, unfortunately, you all saw some of that sadness, but hopefully that motivates someone. Patterson J. Kennedy on Facebook said, top of the morning to you. Top of the morning, beautiful. Good, top of the morning to you as well. It is currently 9:13 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Washington State, where I am a realtor. If you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell real estate, feel free to reach out to me. I have a very noisy household. I really do need to get on live earlier, but I'm grateful for those who are here with me and have questions for me. Scrolling. Splinter4822 on Instagram said hi to you. I don't understand why my sons are screeching. Pakwasi on Instagram said, good afternoon from here. Good afternoon to you. Does anyone have any other questions for me? We are currently at 2.3 thousand likes on TikTok. Oh, my chat was frozen. The question on TikTok is what you learn in the life. I learned that life is about balance. So you could have sugary foods, but you probably need to balance it with like activity and vegetables, right? Life is about loving other people, but you also have to love yourself, right? And you can like be objective, and it's the ebbs and flows of life. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you're like so heavy. How can you talk about health? I'm like, I could be much heavier. I could easily be extra 100 pounds, but I do. I try to manage what I do, and I walk and I go to the gym, but I get my biggest thing is I get in my moments of like depression and I eat my feelings and then I don't go to the gym and then I don't go walk and then I just like I'm sedentary. Like I sit. Let's see. Good. But yeah, life is about balance. Make good choices. User lots of numbers said something weird, and we're gonna block that. Okay, cool. And then, what's my favorite movie? My favorite movie. That's a very big thing. There's a lot of movies I love, but my go-to movie is Hitch. It's like so. No disrespect to the people who made it. It's just really basic, and I just love it. It's a nice, easy rom-com. Really good at vibe, and it's Hitch with Will Smith and Kevin James, and Eva Mendes. But I love black and white movies. I love movies. My dad was a really big movie buff, or is a big movie buff. He had like a bookcase full of like DVDs and VHSs. VHS is obviously before, so I'm that old. But we had DVDs, and then obviously we ended up getting Blu-rays. But that's how I learned a lot about life, was just watching movies. So, again, my webcam is here, and then my phone is here, so my eyes will bounce around because I have big eyes. Let's scroll. Okay, cool. Star Fox Trinity said, "Good morning, Your Highness. Good morning to you." On TikTok, TOO sent off heart emoji. Thank you so much. One Law said, "Natural Beauty." Thank you so much. Star Fox Trinity, if you could sell a house from a movie, which would it be? If I could sell a house from a movie, I wouldn't say like Harry Potter, like selling the whole school. Please, may I have that money? I don't know. That's a good question. That'd be like a good post too, so thank you that. Oh, I love 12 Angry Men. That's like very like classic movie. It's like when the people started talking over each other. So like actors would take turns, like actor 1 says this, actor 2 says this, right? And like you would take turns, but then the argumentative like over is like, like an actual conversation. So, yeah, 12 Angry Men. What's the other one? Oh, Wonderful Life. Is that what it's called? And it's funny because I look back on things. Oh no, I lost my Instagram chat. I'm gonna cry. It's fine. Instagram, unfortunately, you should be able to still see me, but I don't know what you're saying. So you have to go to TikTok or Facebook or YouTube, or else I have to start it all over. But yeah, a lot of movies I'll look back on, and there were realtors, like Haunted House realtor. Like, there's so many funny things that it kind of just goes right back to like me being a kid, and then like realizing I'm so mad. Today is just one of those days. My kids are literally screaming their heads off because I'm not in there. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Okay, sorry, Instagram. Patterson J. Kennedy said, "Strong lady, when do you think you got it bad, someone else got it worse?" Yes, that is true. But that's the caveat for my depression is like, I'm like, oh, there are people who are dying. There are people whose kids are gone. There are people who have had losses. There are people who are struggling. There are people who are homeless. And then my depression goes, and how dare you be sad right now? You're so pathetic. It's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. Mitchell said, "Muy." Thank you. And the good, the bad, and the ugly, yes. Giovanni said, "Que mira tan hermosa. Saludos e abros desde Colombia." Hello to you in Colombia from America. Star Fox Trinity said that Home Alone house was wild. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of them in New York, though. Who's my best actor? My favorite actor would have to be Denzel Washington. I was actually blessed to be able to see him live in for Othello. He was on Broadway, and he loves that. He said it many times. He loves being a theater actor rather than cinematic. He said a movie is a director's medium, whereas a stage is an actor's medium. So I thought that was pretty cool. Jake Gyllenhaal also featured in that. We were front row because my mom is a lot. I'm like, Mom, front row? But I was just like, oh my gosh. But we got to see the whole thing. It wasn't like I was looking up the whole time. It was good. And I came to the edge of the stage. I think it's called the apron. My daughters are in theater, so I try to understand. I'm super sad about not having my Instagram. The Godfather. Oh yes, the Godfather is a good movie. Okay. I've been live for 25 minutes. I have no access to my Instagram chat. My kids are like screaming, and even though if you all can't hear them, which I'm sure you can, it's distracting me. And my husband's cooking, etc. So I'm just off. If you have any last minute questions, feel free to ask. One loss at a happy household. I like that. Yes, I have 2 sons, so I have 5 children. I have 3 teenage daughters. I have a 17-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 14-year-old, and then they're asleep. And then I have an 11-year-old and a 5-year-old. And there's a 6-year age gap between the boys, but they literally like run around the house and wrestle and punch each other and like, but they're just like laughing. So I'm glad that you said that. One law, I appreciate that because that's kind of my life. I'm like, oh, I won't do content today because I can't have a quiet moment. And then my beautiful daughter, so my oldest is 17 and my youngest is 5. So there's a 12-year gap. But then my son is kind of put in the middle. And so there's 6 years and 6 years. And then we like threw in 2. So I had 3 daughters and I thought I was going to have 4 boys. And then I decided to try again. And then now I'm 2 for 2. So I know how to have a boy, if anyone else wants to know. It's called the Shadows Method. I tell everybody. But no one comes back and goes, oh my gosh, it worked for me too. No thank you letters. No verification. But for me, it worked. Your favorite actor is Robert De Niro. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate the love and the likes. I am at 3.2 thousand likes on TikTok. I have been on live for 27 minutes now. I'm going to get off probably right at 30 minutes for Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Unfortunately, oops, nope. I don't know what happened. Okay. I invited someone on my TikTok and I never do that. I didn't mean to. I was trying to press something else, but that's okay. A summary, a realtor shares your story. That's what it says. And managing depression. So awesome. The Locker Join, thank you for being here. I don't like inviting people on my live because I've seen other people's lives and some of my lives have gotten a little sketchy and I don't want to get blocked on anything. So this was interesting. This was really interesting. I'm so grateful for you all. I do go live every day. I am a realtor here in Washington State. If you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell real estate, feel free to reach out to me. It's so funny because the post I said this morning was you got to show people where you are so that they can see where you're going. Like we are on this journey together of life. And so many of us have like a goal. Like I really want to be there. Like you could be content in your life that you have. But, you know, we all have goals. Like, what do you want to do next year? Do you want to live longer? Do you want to have more money in the bank? Do you want to spend more time with your family? Whatever that is. But a lot of people are like, oh, I can't show where I am now because I'm not there. Like, I'll record myself, but I won't share it. And I'm like, that's not really what social media is, though. Like, social media is just being social. So if I'm someone's motivation for just, like, showing up, then amen. Love you, Amber. Love you, too. As a Christian, I love you all. I really do. I do get the whole like male lust thing a lot of times, and the truth is that usually they just have like a bad relationship with their mom, so they see me as maternal, so they're, oh, you're so sexy. I'm like, I'm not. I'm goofy. I am not giving sexy vibes. I'm giving goofy girl next door / your sister, your auntie, somebody that you cannot obtain. No thank you. That is not what I'm here for. Relatable, but like no, I'm not over here though. That's not my vibe. You were misreading. I still don't know your name here on TikTok. I want to say it's Abdullah from yesterday, but I don't know. Said I'm Muslim. Yes, that is beautiful. My auntie was Muslim before she passed away. Well, I guess she's Muslim after she passed away too. Inkster said, hey, hello to you. I'm having so many technical difficulties, but I just went 30 minutes on Facebook and YouTube, so I'm going to say goodbye to you. I'm going to hang out on TikTok. I apologize if I missed any comments on Instagram, and honestly, if the Instagram didn't even load, we'll see. But you live and you learn. Adios.